Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Doom reboot. Let's continue. So, we really need this level, when we're done with this level, to exit out to the main menu. So I'm going to make that a big focus. Up here we haven't looked yet to see if there's... Well, this seems like too much, quite frankly. We have not seen a system designed specifically to give us so much content and so much bullets, and so I'm scared because what I'm thinking is going to happen is I'm going to start the second Doomslayer lore. It's going to have me jump on this teleporter and probably teleport me somewhere I maybe don't want to be. There's quite a lot of stuff we still haven't seen. When we're storyline wise, we want to go here, and we still haven't figured out the hit the Hellraiser's attack the right leg. I wonder if I have to be down and crouching and to use that. Yeah, this feels like a trap. So what am I pulling out? Also, well, I guess my shotgun with this.
Tempered by the fires of hell, his iron will remains steadfast through the passage that preys upon the weak, for he alone was the Hellwalker.
It's 3D audio, so if you get behind it, you can't hear it as well.
In all quarters, dark and light, fire and ice, in the beginning and the end. And he hunted the slaves of doom with barbarous cruelty, for he passed through the divide as none but demon had before.
So I as the Doomslayer, was the first human to make it to hell. But why make me walk up here and activate that? Instead, why not just have that start playing when I first see it or something like that? Or have something I can walk around and look at. It's kind of silly to ruin the pacing that way. Alright. That fast traveled me. I don't think too far away, or did it actually fast travel me very far away? Yeah, it did. It fast traveled me very far away. So I don't know why that's there if you're playing this in single player. That only makes sense to exist if this is a multiplayer level, which is kind of the problem that we keep running into, is that all of these levels clearly have been focused and worked around to be multiplayer levels instead of being single player levels. I think we've hit that switch before. It's over there. So we're gonna come over here and we're just gonna fight yet another fight, I'm sure. I hear all kinds of sound effects, but it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah. Where do they want me to go? Not here, but over here. Down this flashing green as compared to the green over here, or flashing bits of green all over the place throughout the map. Alright. This is a slightly more dangerous area, I will admit that. We are approaching this section in particular. Doesn't look like a place I want to go at. Well, it's actually a place I've already been, so from this higher edge it feels like I could actually make it to back to that location again, but there's no reason to do that in the story. And here we have other Doom guys shooting at the wall, and there's not even bullet holes in the wall. So do the walls magically heal in hell? If they do, then why is so much broken? On second thought, why are there walls that exist at all? Like, you have to basically assume that there was some kind of society that existed in hell before, and now it's been replaced by the demons. Either the demons devolved or something else, or they replaced a more intelligent species. And they're just asking me to come in there. This is possibly a boss fight, so let's switch to, what do I want to use? The gauze cannon or the chain gun? Let's see. Yeah, this may be our first boss fight of maybe only 2. Or it might be nothing, and then at that point we're kind of playing an awkward horror game at this point, and I don't think this is just because I'm playing it on easy that there's no enemies around. Where are they? Who are they? I hear sounds, and something is fighting something over there, but they're not coming over to where I am. There's some kind of creature over here that seems to be fighting. Like, here we go. It is a new character, and like any chain gun, yes, it does work on a sped up process. You know what? How about this? Well, that was not the one I wanted to kill. That's the one I want to kill. So, alright, let's attack the other leg. Was that what I was supposed to do? I forgot I can throw grenades, not that it matters. This guy just feels a lot like the Hellraiser demons, that it's just a stronger form of the big... Oh, are they called Hellraisers? No, I think they're called Hell Knights. Like, and again, we're being introduced to a character instead of them being a boss. There's just a collection of them, so we fought 2 or 3 of them. These guys, I guess, are the equivalent of swooping bats in maybe some other games. They're not terrible. Let's see. I didn't change the mod on this, did I? Apparently I'm on low ammo, so I can't use whatever the thing is. Let's go ahead and get some health back. Is there anybody else? Anybody else wants a piece of these? I like the music as it's playing right now, but I assume it will probably change and shift pretty quickly. We can come back down there and look and investigate some things. But our first goal will be to refill as much bullets. This map is awkward, to say the least, because it has a upper section and a lower section, but it doesn't strike me. That's an explosive barrel, and I'll have to remember that's what explosive barrels look like now. You really can't help but see how taking on the hell versions of things has introduced a lot of confusions visually, whereas most first-person shooters would have pretty well been able to recognize an explosive red barrel before this point. So I think it wants us to go up. Yeah, there's only one way up and over, and then to another fight section. Let's see. Up here, I guess. So there's something I missed that's behind me. So is it? It's like you have to jump off the edge of something to get to it, I think. Right here. And yeah, it seems to indicate that there's a secret door right where I'm looking. And it even looks like there's a secret door right where I'm looking. But nothing connects. Nothing opens. Let's see. So unless there was a way to jump over this, which it doesn't seem like there is, and jumping down would just put me back in that location. And there's no other way to jump over this. Get over here. There's this cave. I guess I didn't look detailed enough here. There is something to press. What did I just do? I see a helmet from Skyrim, it looks like, and then we got a sound effect, which is great. But does that open a doorway? It does. Okay. So we now know that throughout each level there is something like this. This is a Doom classic map that we found that we can, well, so we've got all kinds of upgrade points. Let's see, do we have anything we really want to upgrade? Can't upgrade any of this. The stun bomb, I still wasn't able to use that. Lock-on burst, fast recovery for the rocket gun. Maybe that's an upgrade that's worthy, or shots penetrate through targets with the super shotgun. I think I kind of need the super shotgun upgraded because I think we're eventually going to get to a point where we're going to need every gun to work. And so the way this map is designed, this is really just going to work our way around through these old textures. And I don't even think now, though, with the current engine, that these old textures are the thing that would make me motion sick. But I wouldn't be surprised if it is very much the thing that makes me motion sick. Still, I think the problem is that there's, in the original engine, they did a lighting effect that changed the lighting on textures all the time. So it says select this one, and we get an upgrade. And what happens if I select this one? I get some more bullets and some health packs from the old game. Here's the spinning texture effect that was in the old games, and I think that's probably not a smart move either. Alright, so there are secrets like this in the entire game. Although, in fairness, I don't know if you're going to ever be able to canonically explain why there are textures like this in the game. That's just not going to succeed. Most games, Wolfenstein would have explained that as a drug-induced hallucination or something. The Wolfenstein reboot, or Dream, that's how they did it in the Wolfenstein reboot, is that you fell asleep and you had a nightmare, and the nightmare was the original game. And that wasn't the original game, but I think we can play the original game to some level and to some extent from the main menu, so we'll want to get back to the main menu after we're done with this level for that reason also. But yeah, it's time to move forward. Alright, let's grab this and grab quad damage, and I guess we're just going to try and run and see if we can get demons to be killed with quad damage as fast as possible. There must be a demon somewhere around here, but they're kind of all behind this wall, so I'm shooting them in the leg and probably missing him half the time. There's something to be said about a lack of ability to pathfind in this game. Like, just a total lack of programming. That they cannot find where I am half the time. Oh, there's a collectible over there. Where did I miss that collectible? No, I got that collectible. It's orange means I collected it. I'm forgetting how the game works. Alright. So I missed with the stun bomb again. Alright. Yeah, that stun bomb doesn't feel like it does anything better than the other gun. So the plasma, the way I see it, the plasma weapons are pretty useless in most instances. See, this puts me in a weird position now, where I'm just gonna have my main gun and my rocket. So, Jump here, jump up here, jump over here. They're making me work my way towards the goal, I guess. This doesn't seem super fair, quite frankly. Yeah, that definitely doesn't seem super fair. Can you walk on the chain, I wonder? There we go. That was probably worth it, although oddly no bullets, none of the bullets I just picked up were helpful. Alright, so yeah, we are just doing these jumps, and unless the game is checkpointing me quite a lot, it's really just teasing me to fall to my death so that then I'd have to start all over again. That's just not gonna work. Oh, we've got some new bullets on this gun. Good. What's this gonna show us? Some more upgrades or more information on monsters. Let's see. We still didn't do a leg sweep on the Hellraiser. Interesting. And we're still trying to find one more plasma token. Prey token, whatever it is. Praetor. It's like Predator without a D. Okay. So upgrades, now I have one, and I guess we are going for mastery on this, and then 5 to upgrade the bullets on that, because I think we're going to use that a lot. We need to get upgrades before we can do anything. I don't want to spend any upgrades on this until probably the very end, because either one of these, the heat blast or the other gun, seems to be pretty useless. So getting the gauze gun upgraded and getting the rocket launcher upgraded is much more higher priority. I suppose we were going for the healing power-up ability because that might be useful. Our vacuum 2 is now upgraded fully, so I guess that means I could equip this and we could upgrade the next rune, but I really need to actually succeed at one of the other rune trials. So the Baron of Hell character, who were definitely bosses at the end of episode 1 in the first game. Pause now if you want to read this. I suppose we have more data on the Mancubus, and pause now if you want to read that. And then artifacts wise, we just got another Slayer Testament. Pause now if you want to read that. And tutorial wise, what did I find tutorial wise? Classic maps. That's what I found. This is a piece of classic Doom map hidden in every mission. There is a piece of a classic Doom map hidden in every mission. Find it will unlock the ability to visiting the classic maps menu. Try to find them all. The classic maps can be viewed after selecting your campaign save slot. Now, for the number of levels in this game, there's way more levels that came about for Doom 1 and Doom 2. It would have been about 36 levels minimum. So you're not getting all the levels. You're only getting a few select ones. Whereas I would think it probably wouldn't be a lot of work for them to use their own SnapMap in design to remake all the original map levels. But I kind of don't want to play the original Doom game with the original textures either, even on this new engine. Like, there were source ports of Doom that could do similar things already. So yeah, I don't feel like that's a great value add to the game. Ideally, I would have wanted to see the new textures with the same level layout and the same secrets and the same feel. And that would have been a great thing that they could have done early in development of the game to show off to people and show off to journalists, gaming journalists in particular, and just have them play the old Doom levels that most journalists would recognize in with brand new textures, while then having them spend more time playing a modern level to compare the two.
And in his conquest against the blackened souls of the doomed, his prowess was shown. In his crusade, the Seraphim bestowed upon him terrible power and speed, and with his might he crushed the obsidian pillars of the blood temples. He set forth without pity upon the beasts of the 9 circles, unbreakable, incorruptible, unyielding. The Doom Slayer sought to end the dominion of the Dark Realm.
So I guess it was me that destroyed all these buildings. I wonder if this is supposed to be Mars and the Hell Dimension is just like some kind of hidden planet. Probably not. And that's probably not the indication at all. It's probably just, yes, Hell has a moon like most planets do. Let's see, we only have a little bit more. All this buildup might lead to a boss fight, but I've said it several times, like, if it's felt like there should have been a boss fight and there hasn't been one, so it would be silly to kind of think now there will be. See, these guys just seem like they're fighting each other. They're not fighting me. They don't even really register that I'm there. The guy stepped short, right? I was trying to shoot him in the head. Alright, let's just move forward. So these little imps and such are so easy to pick off that you're not playing Doom like a normal person would play Doom. Now that bit of text there said the Seraphim gave me powers, and I guess this was a black obelisk at one time, or maybe it was. But Seraphim are an order of angels. If you've ever played Bayonetta, you would recognize that. So it's kind of the idea that angels are giving me the power-ups. Somewhat believable. I need one more Praetor suit upgrade. And here is just the Slayer's Testament 3. I feel like this probably will be the only level where we see any of the Slayer's Testament. Or maybe we'll see it mentioned infrequently in the last couple levels, which I honestly think there probably is only a couple more levels to go after this. Yeah, this comes down to a rather easy zombie game. Just enemy placement alone, that's bad design. Put some very fast creature in the middle of that grouping, so as soon as I shoot one of them, it makes this very fast creature like the summoner dash towards me and try and kill me. That way I could be tricked and teased into doing something that isn't actually beneficiary. Yeah, it looks like I could just jump, by the way, to the other areas. I found every secret. The only thing I didn't do is the sweep the leg on Hellraisers. So unless I could get that done now, probably we'd have to come back to this level and try and get that done if we're trying to get all the upgrades. I don't think I am. Like, the achievements in this game are half based on multiplayer. As far as I can tell, nobody's playing multiplayer at all, which that makes a lot of sense. So if I just get through the story and am set up in a pretty good position to play Doom Eternal, which I think, I should research that, is the sequel that's going to come out for this. And either it's the sequel to this game or it's a mobile game. UAC personnel Olivia Pierce. I guess pause now if you want to read all of that. How are we on all of this, by the way? 12 of 25, 8 of 9, 4 of 9 as far as the UAC personnel. So there could be 5 more levels with 5 more personnel people that we'd have to deal with. There's only really been Hayden and Olivia as named characters. So I don't know where the other 5 are coming from. Weapons, we need 9 more weapon upgrades, 16 more monsters, and 7 more artifacts. So we're making good progress on all of that. Let's see. Am I supposed to be going down this direction? I think so. Alright. So, here we go. Quad damage, where is everybody? Yeah, you just run for the power-up. And I guess this is how you could play Doom, if you know what the power-ups are. Which is, I guess, a bit of an if. There we go. I wish the juke would do more damage, or at least knockback effect on him. Alright. Here's our guy. We want to get this guy close to death. And then there, switch. And do that. And we are now mastered. There we go. Let's switch now to this gun. And not enough energy to do this. Alright. I'm just gonna pick up some health as I'm running in circles around these enemies. And there we go. So that's the first fight I've had in this game so far that felt like a real fight. It's still no boss fight. We're still missing that element. But that felt like a challenge, and that was interesting enough. Had I not gone for quad damage, I gotta make sure I don't fall off an edge here, and taken out a lot of the enemies at the beginning, I probably would have had a little bit more trouble. Let's see. We're just looking around for collectibles and pickups. Although, I don't even know if you need collectibles and power-ups and health power-ups for the next level. Do you? That's an interesting question. Are you just automatically refilled in between each level? Doesn't look like there's any real place to jump or find any secrets, and basically any secret would be shown to me on the map. So we are approaching, I guess, what would be an airlock equivalent in the Hell dimension. So this is where I was, and Hayden teleported me. So maybe they're mad that that Hayden brought me back and brought me to life. And see, there's a little bit of technology here on top of demonic symbology. So they set some kind of teleporter up to teleport me back to Mars. And this is just where we're going to end the level. Activate the portal. And we teleport back to the area, to the Mars facility. Which I assume the Mars facility will be severely damaged, since there was a level that said destroyed in the first place. I imagine none of these things are ever going to change, by the way. So, yeah, Argent facility destroyed is where we're going next. Let's see. So, this is what I wanted to see. I can do the vacuum and Days Confused again. I can do the ammo boost, which I didn't ever succeed at. I can do this trial, which I never succeeded at, and this trial, which I never succeeded at, in this trial. But I don't know if I really want to spend the time to try to get those. I think I might just live with the 2 runes I have through the rest of the game. It really comes down to if I'm gonna try and go back and do mission selects also, because we kind of now know how to get through secret areas. There's switches hidden all over the place, so we'd have to just either look at a walkthrough or find the switches with a lot of work. And yeah, there would be a lot to do. We have 5 levels here, each which have decent reasons you would want to go back and try and get everything. Unfortunately, I just don't feel like the game is that good yet. Slaw of Despair. Now this map I do not recognize at all. So this could be that this is a map from a point. I guess you cannot cross that. This might be a map from episode 2 or something. And that's a different looking demon. But there's no guarantee, So are we really gonna fight these kind of demons in the main game, or did they just make these to be like the pinky demons in the old games? So why the wall texture difference and then the 3D models be the same? Like, And certainly you couldn't do this in the old games. This level's not very big, it feels like. So is there more to this? I guess there must be. This is not particularly the kind of level I would want to play in Doom either. It's... boy, does it look ugly. So if you're not gonna port the graphics of the creatures, then why not just redesign this whole thing? I have no idea where this is supposed to go. And there probably are secrets against the walls, but how would I be able to see it? Here's a thing that's just floating in the air. It's like an arm or something pointing upward. And then we could kind of look at the skybox for what little it's worth. So these must be pretty tough when we do fight them. So did I unintentionally open a door by shooting? And here's a wall that's slowly opening. And these old Doom levels don't feel like they're particularly interested in being fair. At all. Is that all the level? Okay. Not really great. We went a little long there, but yeah, that's not really what I would have wanted. I would have wanted to, first of all, to find one of those secrets. It should always unlock episode 1, level 1. If not episode 1, level 1 through all of episode 1. But also I would not want to play the game with those ugly textures. That's just ridiculous. We missed one. See, I don't know which ones we've seen and which ones we haven't either. And then this is just taking forever to load. Like, it's not even loading at all. Let's try the next one. Pause animation with the X button. Nope, that's totally broken. Okay, so we can't even look at the collectibles because they're all completely broken right now. Which is probably a good indicator that I should jump out of this and exit the game and restart it for safety's sake. Yeah. So we're in this rock, paper, scissors setting where we could get all the collectibles if we want to be an OCD collector, but we can't get all the achievements because we can't play on multiplayer without doing, I guess, maybe a LAN party and working really hard to do that. And I bet you can't even get it done, all the achievements doing that. If we get all the collectibles though and just ignore all the achievements, which wouldn't be very OCD at that point, we would unlock all these classic maps. Maybe there's an achievement again for doing all the classic maps, but that was ugly. That is not the experience I wanted to see. And it would have been pretty easy to just change it and use the modern maps. Almost certainly somebody at some point used SnapMap to make the classic games, remake them in classic textures. So we're not going to probably get all the collectibles. We're not going to probably play all the classic maps. If the game somehow finds itself being a lot more fun and a lot better paced than what I'm feeling right now, maybe I'd want to go back and try the Rune Trials, but all of them seem really, really hard, particularly considering I'm playing on easy. And if I want to get all the Rune Trials done, I almost certainly have to use the mission select to go back and get and play the levels. Also, if I want to get all the collectibles, I would have to use the mission select to go back. And this whole series is just getting longer and longer the more possibilities you think about that way. And I kind of wonder if maybe arcade mode is... It's weird that arcade mode is here and it's not a option or a way to play the main game, because I feel like arcade mode probably should be the way to play the whole game, where things would be faster paced and demons would just be constantly spawning and you would constantly have bullets and health drop. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.